Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you can see outside, it is a beautiful day here on the coast. And so stick with me, we're gonna do a little bit of plein air painting, showing you my new setup. Hey, thanks for being here, stick around. All right, well, I think I found what I want to paint today. I was walking down the street. I had planned to go over to the coast. Maybe a little later I'll walk down there and show you. We're just literally, the ocean is right there. But as I was walking by, I saw this house, an incredible cypress tree. And here on the coast, we have, I just love that about Northern California. We have these cypress trees. They get windswept and they're just so incredible. So look at this house and that tree there. That's gonna be my scene today. I made a point of asking the owner if it's okay if I stood out here in his field and painted. So first thing I wanna show you though is my new, relatively new setup. On the video, and it's got thousands of views, I've got this Gorilla Painter box that was early on part of my plein air setup. And I still love it, but it's on the heavier side, and when you've got to walk out onto some trails, and I'm not as fit as I wish I was anymore. So I needed something lightweight that I could also pack in luggage for airplane travel, because I like to take my kit with me whenever I go. So let me show you my newer, more current setup. And I still recommend the Gorilla Box if that works for your lifestyle. It's fantastic. But you may like this if you're looking for something lighter weight. All right, so let's look. Okay, there it is. Now I'm gonna give you obviously a little bit more detail, but it's just this messenger bag slash backpack slash briefcase, depending on where you put the handle. And it fits a 12 by 16 block of paper and all my supplies. So let me set up this tripod and open it up and give you a shot at what's in there. Okay, all of that was inside that bag, and there's still a few other little things like paper towels and some stuff like that. But here I have my board to put my block on that goes on the top of my tripod, and my block of paper, a hat, because in the sun here, I burn very easily, particularly with no hair on the top of my head. Right down there, is my Daniel Smith set of paints, and then in that folder there is a bunch of brushes. The orange container is my water, and of course my tripod and towels and pins and markers to do some value studies before I start painting. It all fits in that bag, nice and compact and tight. And you know, obviously there's some weight to it, but not like a big wood box. So I'm gonna set it all up, and once it's all built, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, that was a bit crazy. A little more difficult to set up than I thought it would be on camera, but here we go. Let me turn the camera around and show you how I've got some things set up here. All right, well, there it is. It's a K&F Concepts tripod that flips around. It's designed for travel. There is my palette of Daniel Smith paints. I've got my markers and pencils, Copic markers to do my value study, some a cup of water there, some brushes, spray bottle, and then I've got this panel marker to do my value study, and then my Saunders Waterford paper. Some towels there. I've got another one in my pocket, and of course this very stylish not hat, but it will save the back of my neck from that sunlight and the top of my head. And it's got some breeze vents for the cool breeze. By the way, it's not hot here at all. You can see the wind blowing. We're on the coast. It's in the mid 60s, so it can be a bit chilly, but I like it here. That's one of the reasons I live on the coast. So it's a great environment for me. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop the video right now, but I'll come back in every once in a while and show you my progress. The wind is too strong and I don't have another good tripod for my camera to hold it up so that you could watch the entire painting process. But every once in a while, when I need something to dry a little bit, I'll take some progress steps and show you what I've done. But I'm really looking forward to this. Let's see how it comes out. All right, here I've done my drawing. I hope you can see that on the screen. It's a bit windy here, and I forgot some clips to hold my block down to the board. So that might cause me some problems here, but that's the joys of plein air. You just never know what's going on. I've simplified the scene. I focused more on, I put a driveway sort of in here up to the house to lead me in. Then I've got my building, and then I'm led up into the trees. That's kind of hope I think what the composition will look like. We shall see when it's all done. There's always just a little bit of planning and a little bit of oh, I hope that works out. So you probably understand that. All right, so there's my first wash down. I had to turn the palette around to let it dry. The wind is blowing right on it actually, so that it doesn't blow the block right off the board. This has actually been a difficult experience. Let's just be real. You just never know what you're going to get. And on the coast, it's quite windy today. And that makes it challenging. I'm having actually a hard time and have even considered just packing it up and finishing at home, take a good photograph. But I think I'm going to stick it out though, because I'm kind of stubborn that way, and I'll make it work. But it's still fun to be outdoors. I've been indoors so long recently, and so it's just good to get out in the fresh air and do some painting, which is one of the things I love about plein air painting. I usually also, believe it or not, I'm one of those people who like the people walking up and talking to you. So I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I don't get that today. But I like the immediate feedback, and I like to talk to people, and so it's a bit fun. But this is just a beautiful tree, and the way the sun is hitting it right now, I just want to capture it in person. So wish me luck on the wind and the rest of the video. All right, folks, this was a challenging one. The wind got worse and worse. Easels were blowing over. Paper, my sheet of paper actually came off of my block. The wind was, and so now I've got a loose sheet of paper, not just a block blowing. So best laid plans, but I finished it, and actually I'm fairly pleased with it, particularly in light of all the difficult circumstances. So I'm going to show it to you on the easel, and then back in my studio, I'll go ahead and take some decent photographs of it to show you the finished product. But thank you for joining me along with this, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you won't be scared from doing plein air, because actually it is a joy. I don't think anybody should feel pressured. I've heard somebody say that there's a kind of lot of pressure out there to do plein air, like that's what makes you a real artist. That isn't true, of course. But plein air for me is fun. I like being out in my subject, not just in my studio or room, you know, doing some painting. So plein air is a joy for me, normally. Today was a bit rough. But let me go ahead and show you the picture. Okay, I'm back in my car, out of the wind. It's much warmer. It was getting a little chilly out there. So here's my finished painting. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Hey, if you liked this content, would you please go ahead and leave a comment below? What's your plein air setup if you're an artist and you do that? What do you love about plein air? What are some of your challenges you had? I'd love to hear your comments, interact with my experience today. And then again, please like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'd appreciate you doing so. Hey, thank you. And I'll look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye-bye.